What's going down? Alright, today's a new day, man. Definitely got all my anger and frustration out yesterday in that video with that game. And you know, the thing that really got me the most frustrated was just how it ended. You know, Cole Beasley, just catch the ball, man. That's all you had to do. You know, just call the fair catch the ball, and then let's see what the offense can do. We already seen the drive before that Matt Castle could lead them down, and that Darren McFadden was pounding that defense. You know what I'm saying? And just driving downfield. We had plenty of time left to go down, tied up, and then who knows what could happen. All right. So that's what hurt the most, is that I knew we could do it. We had just did it. The end of the game, I was telling my wife the whole time, you know, she hates the running plays, but I was saying, hey, we're running and wearing this defense down. Okay? That's what you want to do. And then in the fourth quarter, it'll pay off. All right? So that's what I was so upset about, is because I knew we were right there. We were right there. But this game, man, it definitely had a lot of bad, but as well, it had some good. Okay, so let's talk about the bad things, and of course, we'll start with Matt Castle. The guy threw 3 picks, and like I said yesterday, one pick wasn't his fault, I would say, because he was throwing the ball to the sideline where he had to throw it. 2 things. 1, that was a hell of a play by Rogers Cromartie. 2, Terrence Williams just sat on that route when you know, he should break out of it and go straight to the sideline, and he would have been in front to catch that and then get out of bounds, and we'd have moved on. But when he just turned around, you know, just sat right there, then that was it. That was the end of it. So that one I won't necessarily put on Castle. Now the other 2. The one deep pass that they called at the 1-yard line, that was horrible. Horrible. Because you know that Matt Castle has to be throwing these balls in practice. He has to be throwing them. And for sure, he's not throwing them like that. If he's throwing them like that, they wouldn't have called that play. Okay? That's one where you've got, I mean, it was up in the air. It was like a punt almost. It was up in the air way too long. The defender was able to run from one side of the field all the way to the other and get it. Now, on that play, I would not have been upset with the interception if, let's say, the safety hauled ass over there, made a hell of a play on the ball, and got an incredible interception. That one I wouldn't have been as upset about, because I like that at least he's taking the shots downfield, okay? Unlike Whedon. Castle is at least going to take the shots downfield, all right? And I like that, but the problem is you've got to throw better than that. That was horrible. And if you don't have the arm to make that type of throw, then don't throw it. Do something else, okay? And we've seen the play calling mixed up a little bit this week than what it had been in the past with Whedon. So that's a good thing with Castle in there. The other interception, again, it was a poor pass on his part, no doubt about that. He definitely threw it a little bit behind the guy. Now, the problem with that one is that, I mean, he had thrown a perfect pass there, because there was a safety over the top. There was Roger Cromartie following, you know, I think it was Williams, whoever he was throwing it to, and so he had to fit it right in that window. So that one was a tough throw that he probably shouldn't have made and checked down or done something else. But he tried to zip it in there, and he got caught. Okay, so that's the bad. Another bad is special teams. That one killed us at the very end. You know, and I don't know what is going on with what the hell's the guy's name? The kicker. I'm drawing a blank here. Bailey. I don't know what the hell's going on with him, but he has been drilling the ball in the back of the end zone. You know, all season long. That kick should have been the one that made it to the end zone in the back. You know what I'm saying? Where they would not have even tried to come out. Okay? And then, you know, the defense hopefully could have stepped up and made a play, and then we could have maybe even won the game at that point. But, yeah, so that one, you know, you just kind of, that's kind of situational football. You know, you got to know that, man, I can kick it in the back. Let me put everything I got in this last kick and get it back there. You see what I'm saying? So, that one was a tough one. The defense, I will say this, that, you know, I was upset about them yesterday, and part of it was because that long drive when they intercepted the ball at the 1 yard line and drove it downfield. I think they only ended up with the field goal, but still they just drove it downfield. And then that opening drive when they just ran it down our throat with some no-name guy, whatever his name was. You know, it's like, man, you got to be able to stop that, especially the run. Okay? Another bad on the defense is Brandon Carr. I'm getting sick and tired of this guy. We are paying him too much money. Okay? He's labeled as a starter. Blah, blah, blah. He is getting dominated week in and week out. He does not have the speed. You know what I'm saying? He's just getting burnt. I mean, he's lucky Odell Beckham did not catch that one-handed catch again on him this week. Instead, he got another one-handed catch, but it wasn't as spectacular as that would have been if Odell would have caught that one. So, this has got to be the final year of Brandon Carr, I'm telling you right now. It's got to be. We've got to go get somebody else, because he's not it. You know what I'm saying? He's just hurting us. So that was another bad, man. Another bad I'm going to go ahead and mention, that I've been his biggest fan since he's been here. Okay? Rolando McClain. I've been his biggest fan. He got burned yesterday 2 or 3 times in the run game and in the pass game. He messed up a few times, big time. So he's definitely needs to step up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing. Now, let's get on to the good, because the bad's over with. You know what I'm saying? We all know what that was. The good news is, let's start again with Matt Castle. Okay? This guy has way more skill set than Brandon Weeden. And you can tell it right off the bat. The guy's able to extend some plays. He's able to get outside the pocket. He's able to make some throws. We've seen that. We've seen a beautiful throw to Witten that had, again, it was one of the throws that had to be right there in that window. And he made that one, which was beautiful. He made another beautiful one to Williams. He made another beautiful one to Devin Street in the end zone. Them are the types of throws and plays and just traits that he has that Brandon Weeden doesn't have, and that's why we're going to do a lot better with him. Now again, I've been saying this. I've been saying it. With this guy, and not Brandon Weeden, our run game will step up. And what happened? What happened? Everybody's been saying the run game, this and that. Because the defense with Weeden in can stack the box and send everybody. Play one-on-one on the outside. No safety help. They don't need it. Because they know Brandon Weeden is not going to be able to do anything. And they know if they hand the ball off, it's done. Now with Matt Castle in, and him taking shots, and him making some beautiful passes, getting downfield, the defense had to back up. Because now they got the threat of the run game, they got the threat of Matt Castle passing now. And that's the same with Romo in the game. With Romo in the game, the defenses now have to back up and respect the pass a little bit more. And not constantly bring heat. Definitely they're going to bring heat. And definitely, even with, you know, their regular defense, they're still going to stop the run sometimes. We're not going to go every single time all the way downfield. But what I'm saying is is that it gives us a whole of a hell lot better chances with this guy in, definitely with Romo in. He's more dangerous than him, that's for sure. But it definitely helps the run game. And we've seen it. We've seen it in McFadden. And I've been a huge McFadden fan. Love this guy, man. And he showed, yesterday why I want him as our starter over anybody. Randall, anybody. Christian Michael, anybody, man. Guy went 29 carries, okay? 152 yards. 5.2 yards a carry and a touchdown. And he even got the one negated by a bullshit play that they called a pass interference or a pick, whatever the hell they called it. The guy was just standing there. The defense was making contact with him. So that, and even Mike Pierre even said that was, bull. It shouldn't have been called. And that negated the touchdown for us, which hurt. So, anyway, man, but McFadden, definitely let's look for him because I just read somewhere that Randall might be out for some time, which, hey, I'm fine with that, to be honest with you. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with McFadden being the workhorse. I'm fine with Christian Michael coming in every now and then, and I'm hoping they bring back Gus Johnson. If I think they let him go, but hey, if Randall's gonna be out there, they might need to get somebody in, and I would go back to Gus Johnson, somebody like that. I'm fine with them. McFadden reminds me of what the hell's the damn guy's name now? Hell, I can see his face. DeMarco Murray. Damn. He reminds me of DeMarco Murray. He's a big physical back. He can, he's a one-cut back. I think he has better speed than Murray, but he is powerful and hard running back. And I like that, man. I like it. That's the kind of back I want on my team. Somebody like that. Now, definitely questions with injuries. And he might get injured. Who knows? Especially playing rough like this. But the thing is, while you got him, man, you got to use him how he's meant to be used. Okay? So, anyway, man, we got that going. Another decent positive, I will say, is Devin Street showing up a little bit, getting some catches in. Definitely, we've seen what kind of catch he made in the end zone, which was beautiful. I like that. So we got to have more of that because until Dez Bryant gets back, which maybe be next week, we've got to have somebody for Castle to throw the ball to. And Terrence Williams, I've been a Terrence Williams fan, but that rubbed me the wrong way big time yesterday. Wanting to sit there, cry all this time when Brandon Whedon's in about how he don't get catches, this and that. And then now they're trying to get the ball to him, and the guy runs a half-ass route. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be out on that field, man, be out on that field and play. 100% every time. Don't play 90%. You know what I'm saying? Because that will cost you like that. So, anyway, man, the last thing I guess I want to say is that I was looking last night at our schedules, the entire division schedule. We really needed that win yesterday, big time. That would have technically put us in first place after all the tiebreakers and all that junk, but still, now we're in the bottom. And we're 2 games behind the Giants. And like I say, I was looking at the schedule. And I'm predicting 7, 8 to 9 wins for everybody in the division. Everybody. Because the Giants still have some tough people to play. Philadelphia still has some tough people to play. The Redskins still got some tough people to play. They still got each other to play. Okay? So, I was just kind of going through saying who I'm thinking is going to win this and that. And I'm guessing 7 to 9 wins. So, the Cowboys. We've got 10 games left. We're 2 and, what are we? 2 and 4, whatever we are. We got 10 games left. We've at least have to win 7. And that's to be in the hunt. I think 8 wins gets us in for sure. But we at least have got to win the next 7. to even be in the hunt. And be 9-7. 8-8 is not going to cut it. You know, one of these teams is going to be up there, and we're going to get a wild card. That's all. Wild card is not even is not even an option. Is what I'm trying to say. We've got to be division lead for NFC East, and that's it. So that's the only way we're getting in, man. And like I say, I believe I heard Romo is definitely coming back Miami game. But I mean, even after that, hell, Miami looked good. You know, their defense is looking good. So even with that, the problem is it's going to take Romo a couple of games to kind of get back into motion with that arm. You know, he had that a few years back, and we've seen how it kind of affected him when he first came back. So I mean, you know, he's not going to come back and just be the all-star stud. Now the defense might think that, and that might help us in the run game and help us control the clock and things like that. But Romo's not going to be doing them, you know, perfect passes, things like that right off the bat. We've got to find a way to win a couple of these next few games until he comes back. We've got to. If we lose, guess what? This next 2 games, if we lose them, we're done. And that's straight up. And I'm not the one to say that, but we've got to get a win in, man. We've got to. And next week we got Seattle at home. We just got to hope and pray, man, because Seattle ain't been looking too good either. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to get some energy going. We've got to get that one. That one will be big. That will be huge. And then I believe after that we got Philadelphia, which they're still garbage. I don't care. They are garbage. They're trash. So we got Philadelphia, and then we got Tampa Bay, and then we got Roma. So we got 3 games. We've got to at least win 1 to 2 of them games. I'm telling you. We've got to win 1 or 2 of them games. All 3 of them will be even better. And I think if we can get this win next week, then I think we'll get the next three wins in a row. And that will be huge. Huge for our team. Because again, when Romo comes back, one of the biggest challenges is going to be Green Bay. Then we still got the Jets, tough defense later in the year. We still got the Redskins twice, which play us hard no matter how horrible they are. They play us hard every single time. You know? So, that's it, man. I'm feeling a lot better today about it. Yesterday, man, I was done. When Beasley dropped that, I lost it. It tipped me over the edge, man. I was already on the edge, and it tipped me over the edge because it didn't even give us a chance to come back. If we would have got a chance to come back and failed, I would have felt a lot better than that play. You know? That crap pissed me off so bad. But anyway, man, Cowboy Nation, hey, we ain't out of it, that's for sure. But hey, we got some work to do. Alright? So hey, keep your head up, man. We'll be back definitely next week, man, after the game. Hopefully we'll have that W, against Seattle. Alright, man. See y'all.